Hi everyone. In this video, we'll talk about mQuery, also known as the M language, and how it's used during data transformation in Power BI. M is the data transformation language that powers Power BI's Power Query Editor. Its name actually comes from mashup query language, because what we're really doing here is creating data mashups. Whenever you use the Power Query Editor to perform transformations, like removing columns, filtering rows, or merging tables, Power BI automatically generates M code behind the scenes. mQuery is one of the most powerful and useful features in Power BI because it gives you full control over data transformation. For example, it allows you to define repeatable transformation steps and automate data cleaning in preparation. With M code, you can use complex logic, dynamically combine tables, and even perform tasks not available in the graphical interface, like looping through a folder to load multiple files. It's reusable, flexible, and promotes transparency in your data process. Because of this, you can quickly make changes to your data query directly in M code, without having to redo everything in the user interface. However, there are a few things to watch out for. M is case sensitive, so make sure capitalization matches exactly, or your query will throw an error. Step names must be unique, and each step creates a new version of the data rather than modifying the previous one in place. Now let's open up Power BI file named CHTS Management and see where we can view or edit M code in Power BI. From the Home tab, go to Transform Data. This will open the Power Query Editor. In the Power Query Editor, on the left pane, select the Orders table. Then, on the Home tab, click Advanced Editor. This opens a code window showing the M query for that table. In this M query you can see the data source of the dataset, how the data is loaded, and all the transformation steps you've applied, each with a unique name. At the end of the script, the last line specifies which step represents the final output. You could also make changes directly in this editor. For example, suppose the order date column is filtered for 2024. We can verify that by checking the column values. Now, let's change the filter in the M code from 2024 to 2023, and then click OK. After that, you'll see that the order date column now only shows dates from 2023. Now let's see how we can do more with mQuery in Power BI. For this example, we'll analyze traffic incidents in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. The dataset comes from the City of Calgary's Open Data Portal, and we know it contains over 57,000 rows. First, we'll get the Web API endpoint for this dataset. From the website, open the Actions drop-down menu and select API Endpoint. Then choose the CSV data format and SOTA2 option. Finally, copy the generated link. Next, in our Power BI file, go to Get Data Web. Paste the API Endpoint link into the dialog box and click OK. Let's load the data into Power BI and rename the table to something meaningful. Let's call it Calgary Incident. However, when we look at the table view, we can see that only 1,000 rows were imported into Power BI. That's because Secretabase portals, like data.calgary.ca, return only 1,000 rows by default unless you explicitly ask for more. So, how do we bring in the entire dataset into Power BI? Let's see the M code for this query and copy the code. Now let's make use of ChatGPT for a suggested solution. For example, we could ask how to fetch all the rows if I only fetch 1,000 rows based on the following M code of Power BI. There are several ways to fix this, but the simplest one is to add a $limit parameter to the URL. We can copy the suggested M code and replace our original one. To do that, open Power Query Editor, select the Calgary Incident table, then click Advanced Editor. Paste the updated code in place of the original one, and click Done. If we don't need all 1 million rows, we can just set the limit to 60,000 and click Done again. Now, when we select Close and Apply, Power BI will import all rows of the Calgary incident table. Alright, that brings us to the end of this lesson. We've learned how to use the M language in Power Query for data transformation and loading in Power BI. In the next video, we'll dive into data modeling in Power BI. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support our work and stay updated on upcoming Power BI lessons.